Good evening, travelers. It is Techno Witching Hour, and it is good to see you once more. So, after work, I had a huge headache, was feeling really dizzy, and part of it was just tired from work, a lot of mental things going on. And I did not sleep well last night. My brain is very mean to me. It is what it is. And I decided, Satisfactory is a game that takes a lot of mental power. In as much as that, I'm trying to calculate all these things, I have to move around a lot of materials, like between my petrol factory, my large warehouse storage, and then other things all around. All of my materials are really scattered, so I gotta get those back together, and it's a mess. There's no two ways about it. And trying to... Yeah. So, work today, it was kind of technically slow. I was chipping away at what I had at work. And headaches regarding a lot. See, things broke at work. None of it's my fault. A lot of things it happens when you're working on a software that's written by multiple teams. So, this one team broke this other software that we relied on, and now I have to update it through the most arcane means. Well, not the most arcane means. So one module used to be in one repo, got moved to the other. However, for reasons beyond my understanding, Python in its infinite wisdom, and Python's dependency resolver is magical. It works until it does not. And now it does not, which is incredibly, yeah. So when I build, right now I'm writing something in Python. The entire, well, it's not just a singular software. It's multiple bits of software, multiple smaller bits. And again, we're trying to coordinate things with our customer, and we're having to basically be able to... Come on, girl, use your words. We need to be able to integrate with what they have, but some of their libraries are so out of date. It's... when I say so out of date, like... How out of date is it? Okay, let me just switch this. So, this is going to bother me to no end. Why can I not change that? Unbelievable. Never mind. But, yeah. Like, we're running the latest and greatest, and in part because, security, but... Now, I do not know. No, I do. They're running some old stuff, which means we have to run things through, like, another pass-through application. So, it's a mess of sockets, protocols, and there's like, what, 3, 4 inter-process messaging systems going on, because no one can pick a standard. No one can pick a standard. Like, I understand some are, you know, each kind of standard has its own use, but with all of the different, you know, message passing systems, everyone wants to do their own standard, and then it's like, okay, we have too many standards, we need to reunify them all. Well, now we have +1 in terms of standards, and I can only laugh because otherwise he'd cry. Anyways, Raziel, Spooter, how are you two? It's been a while since I've seen you, Spooter. How's your setups for the alerts going? Come on now. And oh, guess I can take the work. It's been a bit. No, I understand that, and honestly, I've been bad with that as well. In part due to just... I try to do things at work, but my ability to focus is so bad that I can't even focus on... There you are. I can't even focus on streaming and work at the same time. And the other... I do feel kind of bad. I feel a little bit... I don't know if conflicted is the right term. My sister also streams. I think she's streaming right now. And I don't know. I watch her. Because it's my sister. And she doesn't stream on a very set schedule. Although she does stream for long times whenever she does. I'm still searching for the advanced audio part. There I need to find the actual audios I want to use. No, it's... Don't worry about being technologically challenged. You are fine. There is no shame. So... the advanced audio options. If you look at your audio mixer, next to the sound icon, the speaker icon, you should see 3 dots. So if you click on those 3 dots, actually... Yeah, sorry, it's advanced audio properties, not audio settings. Oh, hello. I know why. I wonder, can I actually technically headshot with a melee weapon? That's kind of the fun thing about Warframe. You can still headshot with a melee weapon.
No signs of environmental damage.
I did not pick up any of those. We have all of this here. For me, I'm not the IT guy at work. I mean, what's amusing is that Autry is, well, she does a lot of IT work. She's, honestly, in terms of IT stuff, she's far better at it than me. I am the software dev.
Lieutenant Titus, we have secured the Militarum deck.
Activate the Quartermaster's console and wait for Machine Spirit. Instruct him to load the implosive warhead onto the train and assist it when necessary.
Ooh, that is not good. Goodness, who do we have? By what? Okay, it's not near me, so... Look at me tilting my head as if it'll get me to move faster and move into the correct position. If someone calls you... You're the last one left, Scooter. When he comes to you, it's because you're the last one left. And my another sister just Sent me another message. So with the changing weather, sometimes I keep forgetting to open my my window, because it hasn't gotten to the point where outside is much warmer than inside. It's still warmer inside than outside, especially in my office, because, well, gosh, well, the computer's here. In fact, I have 2 computers here. Okay, no good. Charlie 1. And I did not use my... Charlie 1 this is Bravo, so Charlie has to be, I believe... Alright, over there. So the sniper is going towards it. Got you. And you. Okay. Hey. Enough of that, will you? Charlie 1 is... There's Charlie 2. Charlie 3. Okay, here's Charlie 1. Oh. I know, I said this is supposed to be brain off, but I'm just kind of... You know, it is brain off. I'm not actually having to think about what I'm doing. I mean, it's stressful in a ways, but I'm not actually having to think. Although, if I play another class, I'm probably going to have to... I'm probably going to have to actually do some thinking. Actually, that's a good question. What is the next class that I should level up? Because usually the other one I like to play a lot is heavy. Oh gosh. No, what? Alpha 3. Alpha 3 is probably... Let me take this one. I don't know what the classes even are. So... There are 6 classes. Tactical is, you know, you're very well-rounded type. They have a very straightforward, I buff everyone's damage kind of ability. Assault is one of the 2 main melee classes. Basically, they are the premier dive melee. So their job is just to dive in. Vanguard is also a dive type, but they also have raised weapons. They are kind of a dive in, dive out chain attack type. Especially with their later upgrades, they are very good at chain attacks. So you can just pick off a group and then just quickly wrap up. Boy, that was not friendly. I'm playing Bulwark right now. Sword and board, so very, very melee focused. Like, honestly, probably the best melee. I know assault is there in that. Oh gosh, what do we have now? No, rude. Rude, very rude. Oh gosh. There you are. Heavy's the most... Well, heavy weapon guy. Big guns, with the main weakness being your melee ability is actually kind of the worst because you actually don't have a melee weapon. Wait, Effie, are you done with your stream? Hey there, sis. Love you. How did your stream go? Sniper is not really always sniping. He's actually... Between him and the Vanguard, he's actually the better one to use for the submachine gun. Which is silly, but it is what it is. And hello. But yeah, those are the 6. I tend to prefer, like, all or nothing classes. Bulwark is very much all or nothing. I get to focus on one aspect and basically, you know, just hone my craft to the maximum. No, there's still fighting things there. Okay.
Keep a tight formation. We do not want to.
No, wrong one. And it's a Nira setup. The one enemy I'm really bad at. Or rather, I can't do because they're highly ranged. No. What? That counts? I did not realize that counted. Okay. The acceleration did not agree with me. At least the... Yeah, heavy, this is yours. Wait. Okay, I can still block that. Huh.
Survey the terrain, Mark.
There we go. I let the other one do it, because they may have some HP that still needs to... Excuse me? Who are you? Oh.
That swarm of xenos. Trust such power into the hands of mere services.
I am... No, I maybe... I don't know if I have. I seem to have signs of it. I wouldn't be surprised if I had. No, okay, that's actually kind of part of the other reason why I chose not to play Satisfactory today. Because I will get sidetracked so much because... Okay, I want to build a... Like, my next goal is to rebuild my Zone 1, my grasslands mining facilities. To do that, I need to scout out a road for the truck. In order to scout out the route for the truck, I'd probably need to go around and clear out all the vegetation for the truck. Then I redid my petrol facility, so I'm going to have to set up a drone system so that they can deliver fuel to the trucks so that they can operate. But I should have enough materials to actually get the drone, so... Oh great, that's why I needed the... That's why I need continuous amounts of the jet fuel. Because they use up the containers. Okay. But yeah, I have to use that. So once the truck's in place, I can actually put up the mining equipment and all the all the equipment used to actually process raw ores. And then once I can process all the raw ores in the grasslands area, I now have to set up the train from the grasslands to the blue crater, such that, because the blue crater is the only place where I can get petroleum. And it gets even worse because this eastern swamp is the only place where I can get bauxite. And I've started to set up the infrastructure there, but again, because I need a way to get, oh great. The petrol's there. I don't know if, yeah, it's going to be another potential one for rubber, and it has petrol. It doesn't have a lot of the other ores in good amount, but I still need to ship it over. And yeah, it's just more stuff. And it's a neurozoanthrope. Really?
What's for psychic onslaught?
Yes.
Enemy reserves incoming! Prepare to strike them down! Searching round.
There's one. Now we have to get the other.
Psychers need to use hand.
Really, my friend. I just want to keep doing that. Notable. You know what? I can actually use that.
Equipment found.
No. These are big ones, so I can use this. I don't know if I have Intimidating Aura yet. I think that's one of the ones that I will get after this run. And that is a biggie. That is a big wave coming in. Yep, nice enemy wave. Hello, Onyx. Yeah, I know. I have Atria's stream on OBS and her chat on, even if. Okay, where are we? What do we have here? New. Really now. Well, that's why we had the banner. Was that the right Razia?
Remain calm.
This game is such a combat chaos. It is. I mean, in a sense, yeah, it is chaos, but you do get used to it. You can start seeing, where the holes are. To be fair, I am playing the tank class here, and that's about. We have the Biowar somewhere. No, okay, we're fine.
Remain calm.
Close it as it is. Hey. I'm confused. No, I am not stopping you. It's just that I have Atria's chat on my screen. I will always have it on my screen because that's how I've set it up. Fuzzy is kind of... Gosh, who do we have now? Illiker? Okay. Let's bully someone, shall we?
Ready to deploy.
And it's dead. I don't really use spin to enough. I probably should. Although it's probably because I do not spec for that move. I think it's a power rake instead. Especially because just getting an enemy to just stop doing so much damage to you is very, very nice and useful. No, I'm out of ammo. Thankfully, swords do not require ammo. No, at least this sword doesn't. Oh, we do have the game seed, which is good. Yeah, I'm really glad you guys are here. And I'm going to poke. It's whenever I say poke my sister, I don't know if I need to specify which one. I have so many. While the elevator's here, I will ascend. There we go. Also, how's the stream quality looking right now? Hopefully I am not as fuzzy as... I'm not fuzzy again. I know 720 is kind of... 720p is... especially since I myself am on a 2K monitor. I will take this. Okay, thank you. Yeah, and Spooter, just for context, I realized that my VTube Studio was actually sending things out in a very low resolution, and I had it at that resolution because I wanted a preview window on my other monitor. Problem is, my other monitor is a vertical one, so trying to do a horizontal window in a vertical monitor results in very, very low resolution, so I look incredibly fuzzy. The thing is, it was just not noticeable because my bitrate was terrible. Now, the other part of the bitrate is my internet sucked. So, I got better internet, and now things look much better. What side are they coming from? Oh, bloody hell. Which side are they on?
Activate train.
No, both of you. Settle down, both of you. My goodness. Okay. I have a multiple here. And that's it. There we are. Yeah, I made the switch to fiber optic. So I need to return the, I need to tell my landlord that I'm switched. But other than that, yep. New stuff, Wi-Fi 6. I was actually using, I don't know if you know the hardware very well, but my router was still an AC 1300. Yeah. Other side.
Link your armor to the Mechanicus device. You will need to keep close proximity to the charging station until the reset is complete.
Okay, that should be normal. Yep, it's a normal. It's a normal wave. Okay, well... And I'm sorry for those who are stuck in ads. Okay. I should not be shooting. I do not have the ammo to just continuously shoot. Well, as long as one of us is in the zone, it's fine. 4 mines, that is not a good sound. No, that is rude, very rude. Where are these coming from? Okay.
Deploy immediately.
Got you. And? 6 rounds left. We did it, Brother Patricus. We saved the city. Oh, I'm not gonna skip it. See?
Detonation in 5. Brace for shockwave.
Yay! The city is saved.
Impressive you.
Welcome back, everyone. See? We just saved the city.
No xenos bioscans. Mission successful, Talassa. Return to the
See?
battle match.
No more xenos. Everyone's is saved now, right? Victory. See? Victory. I actually can't tell. Who are the... I cannot tell which chapter these ones are from. I feel like I should recognize the one in black. Yeah, the markings do not look familiar enough for me. I'm going to have to bother Achia. She can pretty much identify a space marine on sight. Well, classify it. Classify one. Actually, in the meantime... Yeah, my sense of... I don't know if rhythm is the correct term, it's more like... My appetite has been off all day. 4,300. We'll take that. Okay. Shoot the armoring hole. There we are. Yep. Instant revive. Shock grenade. There we are. The intimidating aura. Yeah, Armor of Contempt is so good. You know, it really, really fulfills the tank fantasy. Whereas this is just... It's all good stuff. It is all good stuff. Oh. Let's see. What will our battle brothers do? Don't mind me, I'm eating dinner. Oh, wow. Okay, I did... So... Okay, you can't see in the top right. But, the heavy is pretty high level. I'm actually going to queue up for the next one. I just forgot, what level am I? I think I'm what, 10? 11? Still. Level 25 is max. Once I get to 25, I can prestige again. And that should unlock all the prestige perks and allow me to switch it up as I want to. The one I have right now, I'm really unhappy with. So, Alright, Raziel. Okay. Okay. Alright then. I should actually have a voice line. Like, I don't have any voice lines. Like, a lot of the other redeems have a voice line to it. I should record some voice lines, so I'm at 11. Wait, where was I? Yeah. So... This year, this is nice, because especially compared with Armor of Contempt, really the Senses of Isis need to block. So, block and range attacks, or ability charge, which is nice. Capture Banner makes you invincible for 2 seconds. 2 seconds is actually a pretty decent amount of time when you're in the thick of things. This, however, is the lemon. So, you don't see a lot of extremists. You probably get 4 or 5. And I had issues with ammo, but when I switched to a different weapon, my ammo issues went away, so I just do not need this anymore. Let us be on our way. Well, I just did ballistic engine. I mean, it's fine. I'm looking forward to what you make, Spooter. What is your usual schedule? I know that perhaps schedule is probably the biggest thing that prevents me from actually seeing other people's watching other streams. So, like, when do you usually stream? Actually, do I even have you on Blue Sky? Are you on Blue Sky? I just need to make sure, I'm following properly. Gotta grab my water. Oh, wow, start of mission.
Scans show the Tyranid numbers growing exponentially within the Hive City. Retaking those sectors is a lost cause.
Okay, so when I started, I was actually kind of
so we need a more targeted approach.
close to the beginning anyways, but I'm surprised I didn't get the highest melee damage.
We shall collapse the superstructure from below.
Mobilizing towards the depot now, Lieutenant Titus. Environmental conditions deteriorate, as is the way of things.
Battle disturbs Avarax's arid landscape. Thus,
I know, Emma. Yes, until the end of next month. I stream Thursday and Friday around 7:30 to 8 p.m. Okay. Okay, that's unfortunate because that's my usual stream time as well. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. That's it. Gosh, I'm glad to have you here, and I'll try and catch you if I can. Oh, definitely. So, what kind of games do you like? I know part of the reason why I don't do a lot of collabs is because I don't enjoy the same games that a lot of people play. I mean, what have I been playing recently? I mean, Satisfactory, Clear Obscure, Timberborn. I mean, Satisfactory can be multiplayer, but it's been a lot of single-player games recently. Tried most stuff. All right, that's good. Well, I have a lot of other options, so I think in terms of the other genre of games I do tend to play, it is a lot of these co-op, like small squad co-op shooters. So, yeah, I call myself a variety shooter for a reason. I try to be having a variety, but whenever I look at my schedule and I see like the same games show up again, almost at the same times, it's like, am I really a variety streamer? Hold on. Shit, the rake. There we are. Forgive the stories. Okay. I mean, that's fair. I mean, have you tried, Clear Obscure? I sort of resisted getting it for a long time until... I mean, I'm not very fond of a lot of the... I call it Paper Mario combat, because that's the game that I'm most familiar with a similar combat style. But I've actually managed to... I mean, I only beat, like, the second zone. And I'm already doing some very silly things, which I appreciate. Horror is the only thing I have to be in the mood for. Yeah, I get that. Never been a fan of a lot of horror stuff. I'm not sure if you've listened to my rants about how a lot of horror just isn't scary. At least for me. My sense of what is scary is different. But I suppose that's how it goes. Everyone has their own fears. Hey. Oh, extremists. Who do we have?
A tragedy that all these munitions cannot be unleashed upon the alien sky.
Activate the quartermaster's console and wait for the machine spirit. Instructed to load the implosive warhead onto the
It's what? Is that his zoanthrope? Let me switch, please. What is the charge? Judging by the lack of reaction, I'm guessing Biobar? I'm a big chicken. I dedicate the month of October to playing scary games, but honestly, if I'm gonna play a horror game, it's gotta fall back to the story that determines fighting giant. Yeah, understandable. Oh, it's still in throat again.
We require a Nova cannon.
I think that's kind of the amusing part where the only extremist which actually gives me trouble is the Zoanthrope, and it's in part because, gosh, I can't insta-kill them as easily, and they just have a lot of HP compared to, like, the other... Oh no. The Ravener and the Lictor are melee. They're both melee types. So as a bulwark, I can easily destroy them.
Waste nothing, brothers.
What was it? Alpha 2. Oh, really? And the Neurothrope? Again?
Coordination is all that is needed.
Really? Again, Neurothrope is just a bigger Zoanthrope. No, where is it? There.
Power, material, mark. Fresh consciousness. Vanquishing for the Imperium.
I gotta... Wait, I can't block that? Oh, right. Normally I can block those, even though it says unblockable. Yeah, this is the problem. It just chews up so much of my ammo, even though I can...
Inserting rounds.
It's time to move. Come on now. I love how as soon as it goes down, everyone just goes in and says, it's time to bully you. Get bullied. Yoink. Alpha 2, that's...
Cover me as I work.
There we go. And we all shot for the Emperor. You just love overpowering your enemies, don't you? So... You bring up a good point. I mean, that is a lot of my style when it comes to a lot of combat. Like...
Fresh magazine.
My favorite game mode in Halo, like the original OG Halo, was shoddy snipes. I prefer to maneuver into an advantage and then defeat my opponent that way. Just by outmaneuvering and one-shotting them. Oh wait.
Find that console.
Try who's at the other side. Really? I wasn't. But if someone wants to call it with absolutely wants to play something else, I'll be willing to try it. The only deciding factor is the money. Oh, yeah. I mean, I have the money. It's just I am so averse to spending that I will literally panic over it. I will get anxiety over it for at least 2 or 3 days. And even after I buy something, I'll be so anxious that it takes like 3 days for me to recover. And that was me with Claire Obscura, because I played it. I got in about 106 minutes, because 120 minutes is the limit before you can't return it on Steam. And I ended up, you know, thinking, okay, do I keep it? Should I refund it and get Dark Tide? And ultimately, I kept it, and I had money to buy Dark Tide, so I got it. It was good. What else did I get? I feel like I was buying it. I bought another game at the same time. What did I buy? I had Dark Tide and... really? Massive Wave? Okay. Up to you, gentlemen, if you want to stay here.
We are sending the payload to the train terminal.
Good. Escort the payload to the train.
Brother, the blueprints say we can utilize it. Heretical behavior.
Goodness, who was it this time? I'm... Viable? Oh, no, Bravner. Hello?
Shield him and make him safe.
Okay, they're up. Alright, they had it handled. I wish I had that spending to degree. I'm a bit more impulsive with my money. So, it's... My twin sister and I are always... We have a very silly dynamic. No one ever asks us whether or not we should buy something. If someone asks for advice on, should I buy this? Well, it's always going to depend on which twin you ask. You ask Fuyu, she will always say no. You ask Natsu, she will always say yes. Almost always. Very often. It's not a guarantee.
Advance on our objectives. Follow me through. Reloading. Score my arm on careless fire. Full specs prime.
No, something that I've had to learn, and something that... I mean, even my twin sister had to learn is... If you have... Money does you no good just sitting around. And to be fair, we're smart enough to put money in, the bank and other investments so that it's not sitting around. But even then, if you have, liquid assets, you might as well spend it to make yourself happy. And I hope you don't mind me talking about my father. He passed away recently. If you don't mind me talking about him.
We crushed the ravenous brood.
Yeah. So, my father... And I can always say it's amusing, because he passed away, 3-ish months before he was going to retire. He was on the last business trip he would ever have to take, and he passed away, he took a nap right before his next meeting, never woke up again, and gosh, I know it's a meme that Japanese people will literally work themselves to death, but he literally worked himself to death. And it really is just an upsetting irony that he worked so hard, he was about to retire, and he's never ever going to get to enjoy all that he made. He saved up so much money to retire, and he's never ever going to get to use it. Yeah, it's Karoshi. And unfortunately, my sister and I inherited a lot of his bad habits when it comes to, always have to work. And it...
We will not be faced with additional numbers.
Gods
will guide us, brothers.
And, I understand there is merit in hard work, but if you never ever get to enjoy it, what was the point? it's kind of, the irony of you work hard, you have money, so you buy medicine to get well because you work too hard. Kind of a waste, honestly. I know, he was on a lot of blood pressure medicines,
Survey the
which
terrain while you
No.
can, brothers. This should
some
be
of
the
it
rest
could have been mitigated by the fact he did not need to be, constantly at work. I need the ammo.
Waste nothing,
Thank you,
brothers.
gentlemen. Extremis is Biowar. Really? Another massive? Oh no, that massive was like the last round. Still.
The storm has dissipated.
Do we want to deal with this wave? I am not going to. Let's not do more than
Muster at my
we need.
location.
Yeah, it sounds lazy, but it's an unfortunate thing. I know you that would work until they die if they could, and it drives me insane. Yeah,
To become the barrel of a bolter.
well, part of the reason why I'm fine talking about it is that my father and I and my sister did not. I won't say it's not like we didn't get along well. We had
Removal is required to commence.
a very, very difficult relationship overall with him.
Acknowledged and ready. The rubble is eliminated.
It's we grew up in the States. We were born in the States, we grew up in the States, and he moved out of Japan, well, not too long before actually we were born, but still, you could never leave. In a way, he was, stuck.
Get her to the
As,
green.
as I joke with, and funny, is it a joke? I wanted to say it's a joke. Japan has been stuck in the year 2000 since 1980. That is, the jokes that we say. But it was always... I didn't like the fact that it never felt comfortable to actually be relaxed, because he's the kind of guy who was like, if you are just lazing around, there's something you could have done. You could be, fixing something up, you could be working on something, you could be studying. So, it was always a uncomfortable thing where he would pass by our rooms and, I'd freeze up and, like, okay, what does he want now? Because, we generally did not interact beyond him needing something or him telling me what to do. Like, you should, do this chore and so on and so forth. And the worst part is he was the kind, it is a Japanese thing where,
Remain calm.
quote unquote being polite, but it was always irritating because he'd make some remark or another and we'd all roll our eyes and like, fine, we'll do it. It just was so annoying because, you had to read between the lines every time with him. And No, it just was not a good way to go out.
Minotaurical weapons transfer. 3639 version. Manifest update.
Okay, wait. Hello? Okay, that's rude. Okay. That is so annoying. Come on now. Let me stay still, will you?
Exchanging rounds.
Not gonna bother. And we do have the other data, so we don't need to scrounge around for it. Ah. I had a close friend and former co-worker who finally made it to retirement. Not long after retiring, she finally got into assisted living home. She was there but for a few months when I got the call that she passed away. Yeah. I'm actually kind of worried, you know, what do we do with Mom? Like, she needs to go into assisted living and... You know, I kind of worry for the time when, you know, she can no longer take care of herself. My twin sister, she is nearby enough, but she and her wife are planning on moving out. I also, myself, live far away. I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do with her. I think her ultimate plan is perhaps to move back to Japan.
Warhead is loaded, Lieutenant.
Good. Deploy it.
Look, thinking about getting old is never fun. Stay back and...
Looking metabolic, please.
Hey, cleaning up.
Fresh magazine.
Alright, let us send the train on its way. And you... Oh no, don't take it. Yep, I will take the stems. Right there. One reason my grandmother doesn't do a lot right now is because she physically cannot.
Sir, I have multiple swarms moving to
But I remember just 4 or 5 years ago when she was recovering from surgery.
swiftly. We will not get another shot at this.
Yep. That's actually, isn't that kind of concerning? Like, she feels great because she can't actually feel that she's hurting herself.
The Tyranids are post vectors. If we deploy an engine on those tracks.
Me, especially in a coma for a week.
There are engines in service that may be routed along the parallel tracks. Route dispatching engine. Ensure all servitors are away from the rails. Rail shift completed. Schedule
Odious beasts trickling.
I never noticed there was a timer on that.
Ready to deploy.
I suppose if they aren't just killed fast enough, the timer will go. And oh. Okay, so I am getting a reload on gun strike, which is nice. Holly and Lars' medication was working. Song was working, she was recovering. But the woman doesn't know how to rest. Oh my goodness, yeah. And my father was like that too. You know, he would be hurting himself working constantly, and he wouldn't notice, and he wouldn't say anything. He's like, I'm fine. Until he wasn't. It's that side.
Link your armor to the Mechanicus device. You will need to keep close proximity to the charging station until the reset is complete.
I will take that one, thank you. I did not mean to hit that.
That silence intimidated by shit.
Oh, we're good. And we should be near done. I actually don't remember hearing that line. Power restored by the grace of the Messiah. And some other mental issues she won't get diagnosed because they feel she's worthless if she's not being productive.
Deploy immediately.
That sounds so familiar. And in a ways, you know, my father did not, you know, it wasn't until very, very recently that, you know, he was actually treating himself for certain mental conditions. Which I think I don't know if it runs in the family or it's just, you know, knock on effect of how he raised us. But then again, it's, you know, the culture where mental health is stigmatized, especially for men. I do feel bad in a ways. The older generation were really felt by the stigma around mental health in general. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad people are slowly able to get the help they need. Although I think it's, in a ways, you know, we're starting to realize all the bad things that we've been doing to ourselves that we just either never questioned or just had enough and said, no, we can't keep doing this. I find it funny that, you know, people are saying like, oh my gosh, all of these things are more prevalent than ever. But I think it's like, we have an entire generation of, I don't even say it's our generation. We have not been treating ourselves well for generations, and now that's coming out of the woodwork. Alright, let me go check in on something here. Okay. Yes and yes. Do not need... Nope. Yeah, I need this one. 10 seconds, I recharged already as soon as it's down, so I don't need to deal with that. Yeah. Less damage, longer banner, shield bash. No, I think this is fine. Instant revive, so I don't have to worry about it. And this is kind of the big one. Instant kill and parry, and then armor reinforcement is the last one. Yeah, it's the last one I really need. So once I'm at level 20, I have everything I need. Even so, I'm just not going to go into any higher difficulty unless I'm totally ready. Now, I need to get a drink. I will be just right back. I return. And it's good. I am indeed following you on Blue Sky. I kind of lose track with social media. Especially since I just don't do it in general. I mean, back in the day, sure, when I was in high school and we had, MySpace was coming out. And then when MySpace was fading in popularity, we had Facebook because that was just so much easier to use. But I kind of just stopped using Facebook. I just did not gel with it, and honestly, I'm glad that I bounced. You know, high school gossip is really bad, But, we're on the vanguard, the frontier, pioneering, the techniques that were used for cyberbullying today. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. I learned very early on to just use an alias online. Yeah, see, when it comes to posting on social media, it's like, what do I post? I don't have really anything else that I'd like to say. I don't do well in a large conversation. I prefer one-on-one, and I have Discord if I want to chat with someone like that. I have my phone, I can call my sisters. Also, a lot of people are just not nice to interact with. Yeah, I'm trying to draw more. I don't have any specific thoughts about stuff. I don't want to talk about internet drama. I mean, even I cannot stomach internet drama. Like, it hurts my head. Well, not that way.
The Tyrannid's hive tyrant is leading a swarm of
I don't like knowing people being jerks to other people. Just knowing that, I already know that in the back of my mind, it's the thing that's happening, but I don't want to have all of it on my mind.
Consider the synapse leader eliminated.
Delta Wing box check. Meridian reporting.
Oh, we lost a few.
Approaching landing zone. Thalassa has landed, and soon a tyrant will fall. Acknowledged. Proceeding to relay. Maintain box reports. Gather clears out.
Okay, we've solved tactical. I kind of like to know what's going on and what to look out for, keep out for, at least within the B2B industry. In a sense, yeah. I know, it kind of is, I believe, it's an artifact of the usual, well, the constant news cycle that just gets really, really so tiring, and, you kind of want to turn off for a little bit. Because even if you listen to only the most critical things that you need to know, a lot of it just tends to be, a lot of negative stuff. Because positive stuff isn't news.
Your command of the liturgies of battle is admirable. I do not recognize half the passages you invoke.
You do not strike me as lax, brother. You may attend me.
I got something in the drama hole. I'm trying to fix my YouTube algorithm with game videos or more wholesome stuff. Yeah, I have to do that sometimes, just watch other things or just find some nice music. Chill my feet with that. I know a lot of people complained about, all this clickbait stuff, and I don't see it as often, but it is because I kind of do curate myself a lot. Really a lot. I don't know how to put it, but the times it does slip in, it's just, oh my gosh. Why do people do this to themselves? In a ways, I shouldn't be so surprised. As the song goes, I think it's by Bowling for Soup. High school never ends. We don't outgrow trauma, it just turns into a different form, and by virtue of the internet, we are just able to access so much more of it. Like, okay, so, you know, whenever some scandal happens in your high school, it's usually only in your high school that you hear of it. Now you get to hear of every high school across the country. Survey says it's Ravener.
Searching round. Execute that one. Let's get summoned in.
Oh, we lost someone. Okay.
This galaxy is the door to the tower.
Isn't it truly bittersweet? I like to liken it to a sort of... It is Frankenstein's monster in a way. We built it to do everything we wanted to do, and unfortunately, that's what we got. Hello, Cass. Thank you for the love. And just a heads up, we have ads in about 7 minutes. So, I don't know if I have to watch how much I yap. Get it? Come on now. Next instant. Well, yeah, yet the intimidating aura just really does so much.
Fresh magazine.
Did I kill it? No, not that one. It doesn't matter. That's dead anyways.
Fresh content.
Oh. Oh. Hey. So yeah. I don't know if... Okay, so that icon at top left means I am getting the 10% damage bonus for having armor, so...
Worried that I will steal all the glory.
Ah,
Worried
gosh.
those who will have to retrieve your gene seed from the thick of the enemy.
I like them where I've met Raz without it, but I also can't report the toxicity the internet is filled with. Yeah, a lot of my friends nowadays. I only have one IRL friend left. And otherwise, all of my friends are, you know, online, and which I'm grateful to have them and to have met them. But also, I met a lot of jerks online too, and it's,
At the holdout, searching for ordnance.
guild dramas also
Stored explosives
came in
to
the
protect
rear.
Astartes standards. It's enough to demolish the wrench.
Guild drama and all the betrayals, like, oh gosh, this guy who actually wasn't really nice, he was just, you know, pretending to be because he just wanted to get something out of us, and now that he got it, he just skedaddles.
Behold, heretic.
There must be more charges somewhere amongst this confusion.
Oh, hello. Really? The emo? Oh, the hugs. Thank you. No, I think part of, you reminded me that, I do only have one IRL friend left, and I used to have more, but as time went on, not being able to see each other was a problem because, we all moved to different places for work. And while I kept in contact with a few, it ended up being just, as time went on, just... How do I put this? Have you ever asked yourself, look back at someone you just had to cut out of your life and go, how were we friends? How were we friends in the first place?
What supports still require preparation?
Hey Nina, how are you, big sis?
Charges Wyatt.
How are you? All the time, yeah.
Searching round.
Fine and waiting.
Yeah, I had that IRL friend and... she kind of
What supports still require preparation?
lost her mind. And I worked for a white and sucked. Yeah. Tonight, yeah. Gosh. Just work being... I saw that photo you had from work, and it's like... Can you actually tell us, why it ended up like that?
Bless this detonator.
Primed explosives.
I don't know. How many people actually had a great day at work? When a great day is just, more than just, I got things done. It's like, I feel good about work today kind of day, or I feel good that I worked today. I suppose there are a few. I really shouldn't say that. And those who find their work, fulfilling. It's not that I don't find my work fulfilling, it's just I get headaches trying to do things, and there's deadlines, and you don't want to fall behind. You don't want to be the one dragging down the team.
What supports still require preparation? One is life.
It was a DoorDash. I never met them. Huh. Yeah, probably ordering for a group. One's pretty good. I got kissings from 17 months old. It keeps the day from getting too bad.
The Hive Tyrant will reach your position shortly. Join the Imperial Guard
I
defenses
commend
upon
those
approach
who are
and lure that xenos colossus
brave
into
enough
the
to
kill
raise
zone.
kids. And
Waste
hello, Vespa. Enjoy the jacket. Yep, it's yours now, for the moment. I mean, I can always push a button to get it back. How are you, Vespa? Can't schedule mine is coming eventually. Why are you still... None here, none here. Let's not stay here longer than needed.
Avenging angel.
Yeah, hang in there. Sometimes it's the best we can do. Start shifting my sitting position on my chair. I like kids. I'm kind of disliking how much babysitting I'm doing in my adulthood. I hope that we must be done with it for now. It is what it is. At least with kids, when they act up, I can talk back and correct the behavior. I get that.
We've got a handle on these probing strikes, my lords. It's the relay that's getting hammered right now.
The beast that commands the swarm will arrive here soon.
Any other... Oh. You know, I'll take it.
Without armor
None of them
support
took
to
the
tackle
Guardian
targets
Relic, did
that
they?
big,
Okay.
we may have to bring down the supply bridge.
It is already done, Guardsman.
Is this a withdrawal order? Negative.
Ah.
Objective is the Hive Tyrant, not the bridge. Defend this position until the Tyranid command unit is executed.
Understood, my lord. If Emperor guide our lasguns to your support. Ready up.
Yeah,
Show the Emperor's angels what
you got hit by Automod. It's okay, I managed to undo it, but still, it's always funny when Automod does that.
Our flank.
It's also amusing listening to sleep little baby boy because he doesn't want to nap. And then when you get older, you just want to nap all the time.
they're stacking up. Get off.
The Hive Tyrant is on its way, but it is a horde of xenos between you and it. Dig in for the long haul.
Okay, I'm not hearing anything properly, so in just a moment. I'm not hearing the battle clearly. Okay. Who wants to nap all the time? A lot of adults do, Vesper.
You have its attention.
Having a rest is good. Not everyone can be like you, eating a dozen eggs a day.
Keep your eyes peeled. The xenos leader beast will be in visual range shortly.
Found myself not napping today. Usually take one during the kids' first nap. Keeping me up later at night. Yeah, so that's kind of the problem I have. I can rest midday and then I can't sleep during the night. Among other issues. I had a silly dream last night where, you know, I was dreaming. I woke up that I woke up and I was like, oh wait, it's not time yet. So I went back to sleep and then suddenly my bed was on fire. And that jolted me awake and I could not fall back asleep after that.
This is Talassa. The ambush was a success.
It is not dead. Enlighten us, Lord Titus. The swarm would go feral without their connection to the hive mind, but their focus is still on the relay.
Welcome back, Commander, everyone.
Reports confirm the Lieutenant's assessment. Enemy cohesion still in full effect. That beast is not yet dead.
And I'd rather not fight the bear.
Kill the bastard more.
Oh gosh.
We can hold this position, lords. We'll keep the swarm up.
The target is still struggling under the wreckage.
I don't know if my sister and sister-in-law will have kids. They're not planning to. Oh, Lictor. You know, yesterday before dinner and rollover, pull-ups and crunches. I don't want to just, you know, judge your lifestyle like that, but, you know, as I told Scooter earlier, don't work yourself to death. Avoid the fate of my father, who died literally months before retirement. like on the job. Like, unlike C2, I don't have the mental capacity for more than 2, and even then, I'll probably pushing at the end of the age gap. Yeah. I think part of why my father was fine was just to, I mean, he wanted a son. He got 2 daughters. But I think just the mental toll of raising twin girls was a little too much for him. Alright, we have a group here. I don't need ammo locks, I'm fine. Got you. Honestly, understandable, yeah. I mean, some of my cousins have kids. So, I mean, they're in Japan, but if I get the chance to be the eccentric aunt from abroad, I totally will do that. You don't work ourselves to death. That's inevitable.
Giving chase to this damn thing.
Talassa, you cut out.
You know, I don't have the mental capacity to be dealing with nihilistic tendencies at the moment.
Jamming must reach this far.
The lieutenant will just have to listen for our howls of victory.
Okay. And it's a group, so I can probably... I watched this one lady's kids in church classroom with triplet toddlers, 2 older kids. Oh gosh. Honestly, I don't know. I'm kind of scared in the sense that, you know, I don't know if my body can even handle pregnancy. Same deal with my sister. They were sweet little girls, but good. Yet, too many. Oh gosh, I just thought of... Oh, just a phrase that is used to describe the orcs in the series. Yeah, it's tough for my parents. Twins girls, one who is brutally cunning, the other one who is cunningly brutal. Hi there. That's right. Get married. You're welcome. Glad it helps. Okay. Whoa. Oh, gosh. I was too far for that. That should be technically parryable, shouldn't it? Okay, I need more ammo.
Rejoice! We have more punishment to meet him! I smell ozone, like an overloaded plasma gun.
Where is the ammo? I mean, as long as it's not aimed at me, it's fine. We'll take this. Oh, come on. Hey.
Fresh magazine.
Okay, we have airpiece. Okay.
Our captive color.
Come on. Now is not the time to be playing through escape. We're going to have to do this on your own. Hey. There we are. Did not want to use the gene seed. And I don't think we did, which is great. That was stressful, but we got it. That should get me to probably level 17. 17, 20, 23, so 20, 23, 25, so 3 more rounds. Probably can do it in about another hour and a half. So I should be able to get this. I should be able to hit Prestige 4 soon, in about an hour. And that is the Space Wolf helmet, isn't it? I should change up my colors a little bit. I mean, I've been doing Dark Angels because they're most, thematic because of Sword and Boar, but let's make a Salamander's color. Yeah. And he used the assault for damage as well, so... Okay, let's return to Battle Large. What do you mean all Egyptian to you? I'm not speaking like an Egyptian. Great noise. Mishmash. mismatched socks going about. I don't really think, well, class-based game, prestige system. You get small buffs. Oh, gosh, the 1% charge on block is not a small buff. It is a major, gigantic buff. Pickups. Such as it is. What is this here? You should probably just say it's all Latin or Roman because, you know, the Imperium is very, very much, yeah. Imperium, Rome, kind of, like, I know, Gothic, High Gothic, Low Gothic is the language. That's full Death Watch. This one is. I'll switch over to Salamanders. Yeah, Raven Guard, White Scars actually doesn't look too bad. I'm not going with Iron Hands. Omega, Storm Giants. Not quite familiar with the other ones. So I'm just going to run with Salamanders for a little bit. Oh, that sounds like a skill issue to me. I don't know, maybe you should use something else other than... I'm so used to the sword. I might switch to Power Fist. Just to shake things up a little bit. I wish I knew a second language. Used Duolingo for a while and they announced AI stuff and... What? You know, as a software dev, I have opinions on AI. Hello, Brandon. How are you? Had a nice time talking with Atria. Did you? Okay, Boulevard. You know what? Let's go to the Armoring Hall. And... Galasmore Crusade on... You know what? Sure, we can do that. We will not use Warden Blade.
I curse thee. May every torrent you find become seedless.
There's still no Galasmore Crusade for the Fist. Interesting. I think there's a way to use AI as to latest programs, not even including video games. Teach languages. It's a tool. It's a useful tool. Like any other tool, it can be abused. And, you know, such abuses need to be curtailed. But it is not the panacea that a lot of people are hoping it will be. Okay, I've been well. After work, I had a huge headache, which is why I'm playing Space Marine instead of Satisfactory. And the funny thing was Satisfactory, and I'm not playing it right now, so I can talk about it, but I have redone, like, every time I advance a phase, I go, oh, what did I unlock? I had just unlocked something far better than what I was in before, so let me redo the entire thing. And they're coming up with an update on the 11th, so I kind of want to finish this current run ASAP, although I will be missing a lot of the QRL mods that do come with it. So I guess, well, all the mods are gonna break in 1.1. So I should finish what I have now, because I won't be able to continue with them. So I do need to finish it sort of soon, and then 1.1's gonna arrive. I will poke at that. Once mods get back up, I will do the modded run as usual. Well, so I throw in even more mods, because there's a lot of QOL stuff. There's a lot of new features I want to put in, like the other power sources. I kind of feel bad that, you know, I'm at phase 4 of 5. And sure, once I hit phase 5, I don't know, I don't think I can actually finish phase 5 that quickly. Again, kind of important that I get the, gotta get everything running. I don't know, I don't think I can get past phase 4 by tomorrow. And thus have a phase 5 on, for next week before the update hits. Next week, we're also going to be playing a game called Shapes 2. They have an update next Tuesday, which I am looking forward to. I've actually gotten pretty far in that. Because of the major changes, I am going to start a new map, because they changed a lot of the dynamics of things like space belts. The throughput is much higher, so you can put much more things. Gosh, the inclusion of, you know, a lot of quality of life pretty much changes a lot of dynamics, so you can even condense things even further. Just gotta uber grind, no sleep is fine. No, I need to sleep. I really need to sleep. These lots, if they're not going to get going, let me be on my way.
Atria, I've got something for you.
Yeah, you know what? I'll take a drink. I'll finish what you have now. And then I'm going to use this time to get something more to drink, because I think part of my headache is due to dehydration. So I shall be right back. Okay, I am back, and I'm gonna change the way I'm sitting at the moment. My legs are kind of sore, and for a multitude of reasons. So actually sitting, I just did this one. My luck. Hey, Alex, what was the thank you for? I'm confused, I'm concerned. Oh, no. I just needed to get a drink. No, it's fine, don't worry. I'm glad you're here, though. I'm glad you're listening. And I appreciate you being here. I just realized my socks are currently upside down. Oh well, I'll fix it after a bit. Yeah, I'm... There we are. So the problem with these socks, or just long socks in general, or not even long socks, sometimes you have socks that you can't tell which side is up and down. Because they're just long tubes at this point. So, especially because if they're like thigh socks, I mean, by the time you put them on all the way and pull them up your leg, it's like, oh, it's wrong. Now I got to go through all the hassle of taking it off, put it back on. Well, sorry, it's been a while since I've done this one. Catacombs. Oh, it's the Dark Souls one, and kill the boss at the end. Okay. I need to relax. My shoulders are tense, and even though I've taken something for it, like, I'm still so sore.
Sever the heretics portal and cut them off from reinforcement. Your success will decide whether this is a war of days or months. See it done.
The thousand suns
Okay, so check on here. No. Not here. I should actually see what my current build is on my Valkyrie pistol. Oh wait, yep, we have to check back here in case of... Melt bomb, not needed.
see an entrance along that rock face.
Never got to look around that long place. Oh wow. Oh, come on now. Alright, you know what? Fine. We'll deal with this. Wow, you lot. Really now.
Fresh magazine.
Okay, I'm still hearing shot. Really? Alright, fine. You and me. Come on. No, come back here. Come back here. Alright, fine. Yes, that's right. Really? We are making good work of it. Sorry, I'm just kind of focusing on you right now. That's right. Wait, random panting? From who?
Lord's soul twist.
For the Emperor!
Scipius, I am glad to have your armor covering my back.
If I'm panting, I do not notice that.
Just as the Codex directs.
Of course. And I also have
No, I'm scowling.
in one piece.
That's... Okay. Okay, I will not contest that.
Active camouflage charged.
Right, it's the tomb section next. Okay. Let's get my pistol back.
We are stalled.
Hello, machine spirit.
The system appears offline.
I'll guess no machine spirit.
The tomb servitors may have a replacement.
Yes, go ahead, deal with that one. I will go and... Yeah? Oh, did we get to check this one? No? Oh gosh, no. Of all the things to clip. Oh, nerd alert. Really now. Okay, maybe I should not be using the fist. I will take this opportunity to take a drink. Okay, so I can block this. Oh, come on. Okay. It can be, I mean,
If you have to.
high tension I tend to... You know, I feel hyperventilating. That explains a lot. I get to relax for a little bit. Close my eyes, take a nap for a minute.
A fusion core. Ammunition restocked.
One of these.
Anamar did not hate you, so...
Replacement fusion core identified. Fragmentation device in play.
No, okay, so that's what you did. All the links are just... All the links are kind of automatically slapped out of chat. Sorry about that.
Arms tactic ready. Iron Halo.
It's clipped. I should be able to see the clip.
Renewed and unbroken, I awake.
Wow, I am actually getting a headache. I would love to finish hitting the prestige mark here, but my head is really. We'll see how this goes. If I get to 20 from here, and it's 2 more rounds, I should be able to finish this in. Hello? Extremis, yes? Oh, it's a Terminator.
Consecration seals in place. Breach of seals granted only in the event of reattachment. Authorization necessary. I, Captain Akaran, authorize the reinterment of the honored dead off-world. Authorization confirmed. Captain Akaran. Dispatching attendants to locate
So,
the remains.
perk, which gives me more charge damage, will work very well on Power Fist, but I don't think there's a lot of other on parry, on block.
Fresh magazine.
Disappointing? Ah, my eyes. Yeah, if my eyes are hurting, I probably shouldn't be pushing. I have to slap links too. I'm sorry, but yeah, I might. There's a lot of issues where, you had a lot of scammers in the chat.
Glory to the Omnissiah. Input request.
I want you to open this door, now.
Consecration seals in place. Breach of seals granted only in the event of reinterment. Authorization necessary. I, Captain Acheron, authorize the reinterment of the honored dead off-world. Authorization confirmed.
So we have that. Each one just
Dispatching attendants to locate the remains.
Yeah, this is very much a good crowd weapon. Sword is a much better duelist. Just scammers my chat, yeah.
Them, not me!
Fair.
Thousand sun horses are here! Fresh cartridge.
To be remembered in death is the reward of a life well spent. Scanning sarcophagus.
Yeah, it's one of those big fortress.
Grace. Indexing list of potential replacements.
Okay. Oh, gosh. I think because I'm feeling sick still, I think I will just call it after this map.
Ability index too high. Seeking another candidate.
I might raid into Austria. Because if I'm this exhausted, it's probably not good for me to keep pushing.
Bones lie in perpetual grace, the slumber promised to all. Browsing catafalque. These bones may continue to rest. Scanning elsewhere.
Yeah, and I try to sleep. Even if I sleep in early, I wake up so early. Yeah, I'm straining very hard. This is actually.
Intern remains number Candidate. Exhumation and relocation may commence in
By the machine god's will, let it be done. This too is rest hands. Consecration seals unbound. Rally to the console so we may pass through the tools.
Fresh magazine.
Gosh, I can't tell if it's an attack or not. It may be just because I'm just mentally not able to process things right now. Oh, that's right. I have the insta-kill barrier. That's great. That's fun stuff.
Load up. We must move as one.
the fact that these guys can survive a punch like this is pretty incredible. So we're about halfway done.
I see something. That looks like a helldrake.
It intends to strafe us along the bridge.
I mean, after this, I might do... What is a class that I don't see a lot?
The helldrake lines us up for a shot. You do not want to feel that creature's burn.
And no data here, which... I think there's 2 more spots where the data could be.
Incoming! Scorch assault! Get down! Withstand the heat and keep moving!
I cannot appreciate... Oh, there he is.
Balefire barrage. The demon engine engages with flame!
Do they actually get hurt by it? I thought they did, but oh well.
Fresh cartridge. Incoming! Take cover! Brace for heat!
Okay, check down here. Is there anything here? And... no.
Inserting rounds. Send the spearman back to its task.
I shall remember each time you held attempted to immolate us.
Really now.
Fresh magazine.
Check around the corner for the data.
Grenades over here. Resources acquired.
Okay. That's it. They should have banner soon.
Where shall I plant this flag?
Helldrake on approach! Utilize any available cover. Reload.
Let's get rid of it, shall we?
Balefire barrage imminent. Eyes on the attack, brothers.
Down to 12 shots. Not comfortable by any means.
Grenade released. Demon engine inbound. The demon engine engages with flame. See your weapon malfunction. Your head.
What did I hear?
Scorch assault. Get down.
Okay.
Promise of righteous retribution lies ahead.
No, no joy. We do not have more ammo. Not exactly a big problem, given that, you know, I am melee after all. Taking shots like that, huh?
Under those roofs.
I'm going to not deal.
Demon engine inbound.
Yep, there it is.
Flame incoming. Heat index rising.
I am not going to do this. I'm not ready to deal with all of this down here.
Move on.
Oh no, now I get the instant kill. I'm just going to wait here. Just one more fight. Just the boss fight. And you know what?
This sanctum is profaned by dark energies. Please perform cleansing rites.
Really, my mouse had to die at this point.
We await this stratagem.
Saint Lankai's chosen relics radiate a pristine aura.
Fresh cartridge.
Well, it's the mouse on my streaming computer. It's old. There's a reason why I replaced it.
Illuminated on the stained glass window.
Praise be to the Omnissiah. Interact with corresponding sigil to perform cleanse.
Iron Beam online. Plan successful.
Cleansing rites successful.
Your deeds will be immortalized in archives.
Yeah, I'll take you, Miss Skims.
Onto the Helldrake. I will see it through. The Helldrake will die to defend the warp beacon. Choose your shots wisely. Its warp-twisted plating is incredibly strong. That Helldrake is tougher than adamantine.
One down. Heretics. Folks running with scuff marks.
Okay.
In dark times, the light of the Imperium radiates hope.
Push that button.
That's the correct sigil. Hold fast, brother. Searching round.
Remember what
Okay.
the Spirit showed us.
The ritual was performed. Helldrake strike imminent. The relics of Saint Lankai have rendered the Helldrake vulnerable.
None. Might as well be tossing nutrient paste.
Okay. Is this correct? I can't tell.
Saint
Yes.
Lankai. The Helldrake lashes out at us.
to Inquisition is this one.
Relics are responsible. Waste of this chance! Weapons hot!
And one more.
It seeks to cleave us!
Confirm sigils at once.
Okay, not that one, not that one.
The Saints' relics work. The symbols correspond. That should do it.
And that should be it.
It could be wounded.
There we are.
The Hell Drinker's down.
I see the beacon has collapsed. Excellent work, squad.
Indeed. Let me take a drink. And Aura, I'm glad I could catch you, but I am going to be signing off soon. I think I will... Yeah, it is late. Honestly, I should be ending my stream so much more earlier than I have. I am exhausted and still feeling sick. So, let's do this. Oh no, there goes the camera. So, who do we have? You know what? I think I'm going to pass you over to Atria. She is progging on M8, so... Let's see, what do we have here first? No GC, that's a shame, but... 3K, that may not get me to... Yeah, it did not. That's unfortunate. Because I was not... Okay. So... Tomorrow will be satisfactory. We'll see how far we can get. I don't know if I'll be able to make it before June 11 for the update, but we'll see how it goes. Saturday, I don't know. I have to check again when the tournament is. I think it's around like 5-ish, 7-ish p.m. So it's a little earlier. Depending on how long it goes, I may do another stream after on Saturday. Achi and I will do something together. We'll figure it out. In any case, I will hit the button here. The raid goes on. Alright then. As always, it's a pleasure to have you here. But until I see you again, travelers, safe travels.